No one doubts that the old continent is a place of contrasts, a whole amalgam of places and experiences that transform a simple walk into something truly magical. Many travel to Europe looking for unforgettable moments and, no doubt, they get them. These are of many kinds, very many. Whatever it is, we all keep some emblematic images of this continent, sites whose importance and transcendence we cannot deny, sites that make Europe. It is for this reason that on this occasion, we bring you this list of tourist sites in Europe, to get a little deeper into the soul of the continent. Roman Colosseum, Rome. The Roman Colosseum is one of the most important tourist sites in Europe, and what do we say of Europe, of the world, that if aliens ever came to Earth, they would have to visit this amphitheater to be able to say I was on Earth, of course in the strange language they can speak. This Colosseum has survived a huge succession of catastrophes, from fires of all kinds, sackings or sieges of the city, some crazy emperor whose name we do not want to say, but his name is Nero, among others, major earthquakes and even bombings during World War II, and has endured like a champion. This Colosseum is considered one of the 7 wonders of the world, and is a must-see if you travel to Italy. Sagrada Familia, Barcelona, with an eccentric design coming from the head of the famous architect Antonio Gaudí, this basilica began its construction in 1883, moving away from the stereotypes of the Gothic and Neo-Gothic church that ruled Europe at the time. We could define this temple as a symbol full of symbols, because Gaudí thought about it with great care and with a marked interest because it represented the Catholic faith. Testimony of this are the 18 towers that he left stipulated for the construction that represent the apostles, the 4 evangelists and Mary and Jesus. It has been a long time since the beginning of the construction, however it is not finished yet. It is expected that by 2026 the 6 missing towers will be finished, and between 2030 and 2032 the construction will be completed. Well, as you can see, the Sagrada Familia is expected to be the tallest church in the world at 172.5 meters. In the meantime, we can visit it and let ourselves be blinded by the unique beauty of its facades, the variety of colors inside and the majestic towers that stand proudly pointing to the sky. Big Ben, London. Have you ever longed to visit Big Ben? It is indisputable that this tower is the most iconic building in the city, therefore it is to be expected that it is not only one of the most important must-see places in London, but in Europe. Contrary to what many think, Big Ben is not the name of the clock tower, it is the name of the bell that is sheltered inside. However, the entire building has been popularized under this name. There is no greater faith than that of the English in their clock tower. This clock of 7 meters in diameter is considered among the most reliable in the world and less prone to a delay, telling you that it has withstood all kinds of inclement weather and even German bombing during World War II without losing its punctuality. The Eiffel Tower, Paris. This is the most visited monument in the world, another must-see for aliens. Anyway, its relevance is indisputable. The tower was erected in 1889 for the Universal Exposition. At the time many were against its design and proposed to demolish it, but thanks to interdimensional entities and deities, they decided not to do so. That tower was also a communications antenna during World War II, that is, it has had a busy life. Currently it is an unparalleled viewpoint that everyone who visits Paris must climb. There are just over 1,600 stairs, although it is also possible to go up by elevator. Surely you have seen pictures of the Eiffel Tower on posters pasted on the streets, in restaurants or offices, or perhaps small miniature replicas of the tower decorating homes or puzzles in second and third dimension representing the tower. So much is the impact that this monument is already embedded in the soul of humanity. St. Peter's Basilica, Rome, with a well-deserved place among the most important tourist sites in Europe, comes the impressive St. Peter's Basilica, the epicenter of Catholicism in the world and one of the main exponents of Renaissance art. We could say that this basilica is the heart of the Vatican City. It is here where the Pope officiates the liturgies and millions of people, whether they are faithful or tourists of all kinds, visit for the beauties that it keeps. Several artists were involved in its construction, among which we can highlight Bramante, Carlo Maderno or the legendary Michelangelo. In its interior rests the Holy See and a number of artistic works, such as Michelangelo's Pietà and the statue of St. Peter on his throne, which has worn feet by the millions of faithful who come and kiss his feet. The most outstanding feature of this basilica is its amazing dome, which was an architectural landmark for its time of construction, namely between the 15th and 16th centuries. This dome offers an unprecedented view of St. Peter's Square and, depending on the weather, a beautiful view of much of Rome.